If you were a Commodore 64 gamer in the late 80s and you played things like the Summer Game series, Impossible Mission, Barbarian, and International Karate, you were certain to have seen this amazing intro screen. A bold eagle with a cracked floppy disk in hand, heroically peering into the sky, the ultimate symbol of free software if there ever was one. This is Eaglesoft Incorporated, ESI for short. Eaglesoft originally started in Canada in 1982 with three guys, Jason, Dan, and the enigmatic Mr. ESI. But very quickly the three founding members would leave the group and leave it entirely to US citizens, which is what made ESI a profoundly American group. ESI's golden age, instead, was marked by two legendary members. Mitch, who cracked every single ESI game himself, wrote the scroller text, and was a gigantic Rush fan, and by-tor, who was the person to supply Mitch with games and also serve as the organizer and spokesperson for the group. Mitch met by-tor because both of them were huge fans of Rush, and you will often hear them use Rush lyrics in many of their tracks. Other members included two female graphicians, Ladyhawk, who made the graphics for the early ESI cracks, and Scorpio, who made the iconic eagle image that we all know and love. The output of ESI was immense. They cracked basically every single Commodore 64 game ever published by Epix, as well as many classics on the platform such as Mini-Putt, Labyrinth, Maniac Mansion, and Sid Meier's Pirates. What was it that they said about pirates? If you've acquired a copy of Sid Meier's Pirates legally, you're missing the point. Mitch always boasted about his group being the best C64 cracking group in the scene, so much so that an immense rivalry formed. Starting from March 1987, ESI would enter a de facto war with the Untouchable Cracking Force, UCF, another US group. Apparently it was started because UCF copied one of Mitch's cracking routine, because they wanted to pirate EA games, but they didn't have the know-how. As former ESI member Jazzcat would describe it, it was not just a match of words, but a match of skill and of wares, and of backing up the statements made. Unlike the modern scene, there was simply much more at stake back then. The war raged through the summer of 1987 with just an unbelievable series of smear campaigns between the both of them. Insults directed in scroll text, scandalous and obscene demo art and propaganda, prank calls, doxing private information such as home addresses and phone numbers. It was really ugly. Player 1 of ECF would say, "I believe ESI members had serious mental problems and antisocial personality disorders. They seemed to enjoy being cruel to others and harass others endlessly. The C64 scene was an unregulated, illegal, and anonymous world that attracted some weird adults who enjoyed acting out fantasies of being powerful." After all of those trials and at the end of the C64's lifespan, the members all grew up, got jobs, and just kind of wandered away. There'll be a couple more crack releases for the Amiga and the PC, but that will be it. By the early 90s, Eaglesoft were really gone and have given the torch to bigger and bolder groups. But the imprint on the gaming audience is unmistakable and made computer gaming for everyone in those early days just a bit more accessible.